The car is driving itself. Full self-driving from parking lot to parking lot.
On April 1st, I received an invitation for a 30-day full self-driving trial. Via an over-the-air update, full self-driving, or FSD for short, was delivered to my car overnight while it was parked in the garage. With this latest version of full self-driving released in April 2024, FSD version 12, it feels like a human is driving the car. For anyone that grew up in the 80s, this is Kit. The car now drives 99% of the time. Being in command of a self-driving car, I am still ultimately responsible. My job when commanding my car is to scan between outside and the screen in order to stay one step ahead of the car. I look outside and create a mental image of the situation and compare my image to the car's mental image displayed on the screen. This adds a new dimension to driving that, in my opinion, is safer and more interesting. The Tesla 3D visualization is a window into the mind of the most advanced artificial intelligence available to consumers, and it tells you exactly what the car is planning to do. When FSD is engaged, the steering wheel icon turns blue, and a blue line representing the AI's chosen path appears in the virtualization. Everything the car sees is represented by icons on the interactive 3D visualization, including other cars, trucks, and stoplights. This is much more than a simple 360-degree bird's-eye view. A vehicle will turn a darker shade of gray if it's considered a lead vehicle.
8 cameras, 5 looking forward, 3 looking backward, provide a full 360-degree view all around the car. The forward narrow camera provides a focused, long-range view of distant features, useful in high-speed operation. The forward wide camera provides a 120-degree wide view to capture traffic lights, obstacles cutting into the path of travel, and objects at close range, particularly useful in urban, low-speed maneuvering. Redundant forward-looking side cameras with a 90-degree field of view look for cars unexpectedly entering your lane on the highway and provide additional safety when entering intersections with limited visibility. Rearward-looking side cameras monitor rear blind spots on both sides of the car, important for safely changing lanes and merging into traffic. Each Tesla has a neural network, trained by watching millions of humans drive over 1 billion miles. The 3D visualization really demonstrates the capability of the Tesla Vision system. The visualization is generated by the neural net model based on the camera input and represents the same data FSD uses to make driving decisions. It is impressive how far the car can see and how aware it is about its surroundings. The system provides significantly more than a simple bird's eye view. Interacting with the visualization, you can see how many cars the system is tracking. The cabin camera can determine driver inattentiveness and provide you with audible alerts to remind you to keep your eyes on the road when autopilot is engaged. Tesla has utilized a number of strategies in an effort to end distracted driving, and one of the biggest was the introduction of the cabin-facing camera, which will capture things like drivers sleeping by tracking their eye movements. It can also tell when a driver is distracted by a phone. FSD is level 2, which requires the driver to pay attention and be ready to take over. The system routinely asks the driver to touch the steering wheel, and if the driver does not react fast enough, the screen flashes blue. I think that FSD also nags when it is not confident about what to do. The nag is the system's way of asking for help. If the driver does not respond to the nag, an alarm goes off and the system disengages. NHTSA has forced Tesla to disable FSD under these conditions. This is called a strike. After a strike, FSD is disabled until the driver gets out of the car. After 5 strikes, FSD is disabled for a week. Once you get to your destination, the car parks itself. Currently, the driver still needs to select the actual parking spot. As I drive around the parking lot below 8 miles per hour, potential parking spots are indicated as dark gray. After selecting the parking spot, I select Start to tell the car to park. Tap to park. Auto park always backs into parking spots. There are several hints beyond Musk's comment that Tesla will eventually support tapping a parking spot on the screen and allow the driver to exit the vehicle while the car parks itself. Teslas have 3 backup cameras as shown here. When the car is in reverse, the view from the 3 cameras is displayed on the screen. This makes manual parking very easy. The implications of achieving full autonomy are immense. The potential benefits are significant, from a decrease in traffic accidents to the possibility of a fully automated taxi service. Some say that Tesla's full self-driving, FSD, is getting better at driving like a human and has features that resemble human-like driving capabilities. For example, FSD 12.1 has single-stack neural nets that are trained with millions of video clips for driving controls. This allows the car to learn how a good human driver would handle situations, and the car stays the course. FSD 12.3 also seems to see pedestrians and other obstructions better than a human can. FSD's been pushed out to, I think, around 1.8 million vehicles, and we're seeing about half of people use it so far, and that percentage is increasing with each passing week. So, we now have over 300 million miles that have been driven with FSD V12 since the launch of supervised full self-driving. It's become very clear that the vision-based approach with end-to-end neural networks is the right solution for scalable autonomy, Musk said. As observed by industry watchers on social media, it took FSD about 3.5 years to reach 1 billion miles. In the span of just a few months, another 300 million miles was achieved. It would then be unsurprising if FSD reaches 2 billion cumulative miles in the next few months. For the first time in history, the most popular new car across the planet is electric. Tesla sold more than 1.2 million Model Ys in 2023 to put it ahead of Toyota's RAV4, which had sales of 1.07 million, and Corolla, which found 1.01 million buyers. You can subscribe to full self-driving for only $99 a month. In May of 2024, Tesla users surpassed 1.3 billion miles driven under the control of full self-driving. Tesla FSD is the most advanced artificial intelligence available to the average consumer. The latest version of Tesla's supervised full self-driving will blow your mind.